6th standard geography class. Dear students, good morning. Students, in weather and climate we have studied elements of climate. Elements of climates are temperature, moisture, air pressure. So temperature is a very important element of climate. So let's start our 5th lesson, temperature. You can see on page number 23, figure 5.1a. Torch is shown and screen is shown. Torchlight is falling on screen. You can see perpendicular torchlight rays. Torchlight is making 90-degree angle with screen. Torchlight is falling straight on screen. You can assume screen as a earth and torchlight as a sun. You can see perpendicular sunrise occupying less area. Hence, in that area, bright torchlight is there, okay, and greater heat is there. So during afternoon, we feel hot as sunrays fall perpendicular on the earth. Hence, temperature of air is more and bright sunshine is there. Means during afternoon, sunrays fall perpendicular on the earth, and during morning and evening we feel cool as temperature of air is less and sun is also less bright, because during morning and evening sunrays falls slanting. You can see figure. So when sunrays occupies lesser area, in that area bright sunshine falls and heat also will be great. Hence air also becomes hotter. Now student, observe 5.1 figure B and listen explanation. This figure shows slanting sunrays. Okay, torchlight is the sun and screen is a earth. You can see, dear students, slanting sunrise occupies larger area as the sun rays spreading in a larger area. In this area, sunlight appears less bright and there is less heat. Hence, the surface there gets less heated and air also is less hot. So conclusion is figure A receives straight perpendicular sun rays, while the region which is marked by B receives slanting sun rays. So in figure B, slanting sun rays is there and heat is getting distributed because larger area is there. Sun rays getting distributed because larger area is there. So this area receives less sunlight and less heat, and the area where perpendicular sunrays are there occupies less area and bright sunlight and hottest region. It is hottest region. Dear students, observe figure 5.2 in book. On screen also you can see this image. Heading of the figure is Earth shape and distribution of sunrays. As you know that shape of the earth is spherical. So you can see 5.2 figure in book as well as on screen. Heading of the figure is shape of the earth and distribution of sun rays. You know that shape of the earth is spherical. First, read the figure. Sun is shown and sun rays are shown. Three types of sun rays are there. A shows perpendicular sun rays, B sun rays are slanting sun rays, and C sun rays are more slanting sun rays. You should observe figure. A sun rays are perpendicular sun rays, B represent slanting sun rays, and C represent more perpendicular sun rays. Due to Earth's spherical shape and due to curve, sunrays A occupies less area and B and C occupies more area. Hence, throughout the earth, distribution or spread of heat is uneven. Uneven means not same. heat is not distributed same throughout the year because sun rays are not occupying same area. In figure A, sun rays are perpendicular and occupies less area. In B and C, sun rays are occupying more area and slanting sun rays are there. Hence, distribution of heat is also uneven throughout the earth. Towards North Pole and South Pole, temperature decreases as area occupied by sun rays is more. Based on the distribution of temperature, the earth can be divided into torrid zone, temperate zone and polar regions. So dear student, observe figure 5.3 in your textbook and you can observe this figure on screen also. Horizontals on figure, horizontal circular lines are shown. These horizontal semicircular lines which are parallel to each other are called latitudes, parallels of latitudes, and vertical circular lines are called meridians of longitude. Dear student, observe this figure very carefully and draw 5.3 same figure in your notebook along with labels. Name of the figure is 5.3 thermal zones. Thermal means temperature zones. How heat is distributed throughout the earth you will understand after studying this figure, after drawing this figure. Same figure you have to draw in your notebook along with the correct labels. When you will observe this figure very carefully, you will get to see 0 degree parallel is called equator. 23 degree 30 minutes parallel is called 23 degree 30 minutes north parallel is called Tropic of Cancer. 66 degree 30 minutes north parallel is called Arctic Circle. 90 degree north is called North Pole. And now see southern part of the earth below equator, that is 23 degree 23 degree 30 minutes is called Tropic of Capricorn. 66 degree 30 minutes is called Antarctic Circle and 90 degree south latitude is called South Pole. So these are very important parallels. Okay, and how heat is distributed throughout the earth we are going to study by observing this figure. Student, you can see in your figure thermal zones are there and these thermal zones are called torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. Torrid means hottest zone, very high temperature is there. Temperate zones means in this region moderate temperature is there. Moderate means not very hot, not very cold, and frigid means very cold region. Now say me up to which latitude torrid zone is there, from which latitude to which latitude temperate zone is there, and from which latitude frigid zone start. So torrid zone. Torrid zone is from 23 degree 30 minutes north to 23 degree 30 minutes south, means from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. That region receives perpendicular sun rays, hence this region is called torrid zone. Hottest zone, uh, a very bright sunshine is there in this region, torrid zone, from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. Okay students, from 23 degree 30 minutes north to 66 degree 30 minutes north, 23 degree 30 minutes north to 66 degree 30 minutes north is called temperate zone, means from Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle is called temperate zone. Tropic of Cancer to Arctic zone is called temperate zone, and 23 degree 30 minutes south to 66 degree 30 minutes south is also a temperate zone. Okay, means Tropic of Cancer to Antarctic Circle. This region is also called temperate zone. So moderate temperature is there in this region. Moderate temperature is there because sun rays are falling Slanting sun rays are there, and the sun rays are occupying larger, more area. Slanting sun rays occupying more area, hence moderate temperature is there, and sunshine is also not very bright. So third thermal zone is 66 degree 30 minutes north to 90-degree north, means Arctic Circle to North Pole frigid zone. Arctic Circle to North Pole is called frigid zone, and 66 degree 30 minutes south to 90 degrees south means Antarctic Circle to North Pole is called frigid zone. Okay, so these are the thermal zones. How temperature is distributed throughout the earth you will understand by studying this diagram. You must know the important parallel and how sun rays are falling in torrid zone, in temperate zone and frigid zone. On torrid zone, straight perpendicular sun rays are there occupying lesser area, hence this region is very hot. And temperate zone sun rays are slanting occupying more area, hence this region is less hot, less bright sunlight is there. And frigid zone sun rays are more slanting occupying larger area, hence this is a very cold region. This region is not receiving sunlight properly, hence this is a cold region from Antarctic Circle to South Pole and from Arctic Circle to North Pole. So you can understand how Earth's shape is influences the temperature. Due to the shape of the Earth and due to the curves of the Earth, how temperature is distributed throughout the Earth you have studied with the help of figure 5.3 thermal zone. Some other features are also responsible for the temperature and humidity. Okay, temperature and humidity is not same throughout the Earth due to other features like nearness to the sea. If any area is near to the sea, temperature will be more and air will be hot and humid. The climate will be hot and humid. If region is near to the sea, climate will be hot and humid. And continental area means away from ocean or a sea. The area which is away from ocean and sea, it is called continental area. And nearness to sea means the region, the area which is near to the sea. If the continental area is there, it will be less humid, it will be dry. And if the area is near the sea, it will be humid. So in such areas there is a great difference in day and night temperature. In continental area there is a great difference in temperature during day and during night. At night temperature is very low and during days temperature is very hot. Okay, and there is a lot of difference between the winter temperatures and summer temperatures. In continental area, summer temperature is very high and winter temperature is low. So physical setup is also responsible for the distribution of temperature. There is low temperature on mountainous region and there is a high temperature in the coastal region. Mahabaleshwar, Himalaya, there will be low temperature, and in coastal region like Chennai, Mumbai, there will be a high temperature. And in a valley region also low temperature will be there. In valley region temperature will be low. Cloud cover, winds, forest cover, vegetation means plants, trees, forest, urbanization means metro cities, big cities, industries, various types of industries. These all thing influences the temperature. Due to industries, temperature increases. Due to forest cover, temperature decreases. Due to wind, temperature decreases. Due to vegetation, means various kinds of plant reduces the temperature. Next part of this chapter we will see in second video. Thank you, students.